Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. I'm being persuaded to come before you this hour of the day because I just saw the President of the United States having his cabinet members all seated around him. And I didn't catch the beginning of the program, but I saw where everybody was congratulating him, as it were, telling why they were appreciative of the job that they had and the position and working for him and serving him. I've never seen this before. I mean, I've seen people make a conscious effort within themselves to be submissive to a way like that in their conduct about the job, but to be singled out. I felt something very strange. I felt as though maybe this was a setup, that this is a movement of the New World Order to have somebody like Mr. Trump as President of the United States, and the cabinet members he's already proven to the world that he demands loyalty. And the reason we know that is Comey told us that. The rest of them got the same thing. They said yes. Comey told it. And all those guys sitting around their table who were saying, Mr. President, we are so happy, they were saying to the rest of the world who got some sense that they had already taken the oath. Now, they're doing that publicly to try to convince you, the people who they think you are not thinking, will accept this as a vindication that this is together. But this is not about you, ladies and gentlemen. This is about them. This is about separating themselves from you, being able to do what they want to do, and you not having any power to do anything about it because you've been programmed to be ignorant and stupid. That's what they're banking on. But there are those out there who are explaining to you, explaining to us exactly what's going on. But you know, the key to the whole matter is, what do we do about it? Do we do anything about it? How can people who don't even recognize what's going on come up with some solutions? Solutions to what? And when you are made aware, now you just come into the knowledge, but solutions? What? Solutions. So I say, ladies and gentlemen, I again give voice to the power for which I speak. I'm glad to say that I speak for a power that says, regardless of how ignorant and how stupid and how blind and how much darkness all of the human race might be in, they belong to me. The spirit that created you, loves you, wants you, have always wanted you, and knowing that you can only come towards God when you know of God, when you begin to wake up, when you begin to come out of this nightmare. And so periodically, people like myself and so many others come out and do what we do. And usually, if we can stay the course, if we can stay on the path, some of the darkness is lifted from our society. But in the meantime, the messenger is killed. The messenger is killed because they call that the head of the snake. They say cut the head of the snake and the body can't do anything. So what they're saying, that the snake is the one that tries to freeze you from the lie. Try to freeze you from the lie. And what is the lie? The lie is that man is God. That's a lie. Man is not God. And here's why I say this. When I look at man, I see hands and feet and ears and nose and mouth and truths and lies and everything. But when I look at God, I see greatness. I see an earth. I breathe in the air. I smell the flowers. I glance at the sun and the moon. And the clouds in the sky, they can do so many wonderful things for a searching eye. I look at you and I see different shades. I see different hair textures. I see different heights and different, I see all of that. And I say, isn't that magnificent? And it's all good. And then I see the pain. And then I see where the pain comes from. It comes from lying, deceiving, trying to take advantage of another for your benefit. In other words, making you better and them less. So, God, my friend, through that clarity, you walk according to that will. Let me put it to you this way. I'm just going to put it to you like an old country boy from Mississippi. God frees you. God frees you. God frees you from the system that works against God. God frees you from a spouse that works against God. God frees you from a world that works against God. Because to be with God, you must shine as God. For you are the house of God. And God is God wherever God goes. The only reason, let me tell you this and you believe me, the only reason you keep cutting off the heads of the snake, the only reason you killed the Kennedy brothers, the only reason you killed Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, John Brown, and trying your best to kill Snowden and other whistleblowers, are because you are evil. You got secrets that no one knows but you, and you use those secrets to perpetrate your evilness against the people. To use the people. And who are the people? Those who are outside of the secret. Do you know the secret, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know the secret? If you don't know the secret, then the secret is working against you. Those of you who are part of the organization, do you know all the secrets? You know some, perhaps, but do you know all? So if you don't know the rest, that means you don't know really what you're doing. You think you do. But apparently it serves you well because it's not out here with those who know nothing about the secret. Because they are really getting it. So I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, need I say more? You trust them? Even now that someone is letting you know that there's a secret agenda. Tell me what you know about Skull and Bones. I mean the secret stuff. Not a thing. Tell me what a president of the United States, who's a part of this secret organization, is doing for the secret of the part that he is associated with that might conflict with what he has taken an oath to do for those who don't know the secret. Do you know? Are you curious? You just gonna trust it. And then you see the pain. You see the crime, the violence, the poverty. You see the terrorism and the war, and you say nothing. These things are the results, my friends, of jive turkeys and blind fools. But the Lord God Almighty, the Spirit that you cannot see except in the action, in the result, says, come out from amongst them. Come out from the darkness. And what does that mean? That means start caring about yourself. Start loving yourself to the maximum and give yourself the greatest insurance that you can give. Believe in God and show the evidence by believing in one another. Become God to one another. You become God to one another. God, think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Think about, they say it's about 7 to 8 billion people on earth. I don't know what they say it is. And just think about these 8 billion people becoming God to one another. And that's a simple matter. For those of you who might think that's a stressful, that's pulling you too thin, no, it's not. All it allows you to do is to be you. It opens up the door for you to do what you have always dreamed. The thing that gives you the greatest joy of living. That's all. And you are there doing that. That is the greatest joy. But on top of that, what you are doing ties in with what everyone else is doing. And what you actually end up doing is creating all of the goods, all of the services that are required to make dreams of the human race come true. You. Simple. Simple as breathing. Didn't cost a penny. Didn't cost a dime. Or a credit. Or a loan or debt. Or a tax or an interest. Or a user's fee. Late fee. It didn't cost you any of that. Pressure off your back. And all you got to do is live. You still think the way you think. You keep on acting the way you've been acting. And the things will get worse. And look, the evidence of this is already happening. Look what's going on in Washington. See what's going on? We, the America of the United States, have stood before the world and said, we are the greatest nation on the face of the earth. We raised our head back and our chest up. We are the greatest nation on the face of the earth. No other nation's religion is superior to our religion, Christianity. We are the lovers of the world. See, that's our talking. That's our talking point. That's what we projected to the world in voice. But in our action and in our compassion to one another, it has produced what's happening in Washington. And that is at the pit of it all. So, don't you think you've been deceived? You never thought this would be happening. And you can sit up and try to justify it as much as you want to. That just tells you that you are foolish even more than they think you are. That you're so detached from reality, it is just immeasurable. But in spite of all of that, you have the greatest potential to hear something from God, to do something, and make a difference. You got that power. Don't forget it. Till next time, this is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and an advocate for basic human rights. Your rights for your dreams to come true. Say bye-bye.